Hello everyone, welcome to the studio. I'm unfortunately still quite sick, no COVID, luckily. Just like a common cold, but it just hurts. I have to cough. I even have like my muscles start hurting from coughing. So I'm not going to make any music here. I would love to. There's so much I need to work on. Like I was at ADE last week, got in contact with a lot of people. That's also probably why I'm sick. But yeah, I got in contact with some bigger labels, people interested in my music. I need to finish up some stuff, but I just can't. So instead of doing nothing, I thought, why not continue working on that live setup downstairs and try to get it to a point where it just works and I can showcase you the entire thing. The last piece of equipment yesterday arrived, a Moog Slim Fatty. So just give me 1 or 2 hours to set everything up, and then I'll show you like the first tour of how everything works and what I can actually do on stage. Everything is actually working. There were a lot of twists involved, like you figure out something, it works, and then something else fails, and there's a lot of MIDI going back and forth on different MIDI channels, but it is actually working. So we got right here the Ob6 polyphonic synthesizer, 2 oscillators, cutoff and noise, which I really like, plus a sub-octave. So this thing can basically do any kind of electronic music sound that I need for my live setup. Sounds really fantastic. You can play chords, you can play bass, you can hold, which I absolutely love for a live setup, so I have the hands free again. And you also have an ARP, so wait, hold and ARP. Oh, okay, just a second. The ARP only works if it needs to get like the synced signal. Now it says clock 124, so now the ARP actually works. And then the next part right here, those 4 knobs, this might change, but this is delay and reverb on the ARP. And I've set it up in a way when I cut the fader, this one is on channel 3, the effects still stay on. Like some of the DJ mixers have that. A live setup usually doesn't, but I rerouted into something like a dummy channel, just the effect, so the effects stay on. But I can also like decide to cut them. So I have both options. I can cut the effects, I can let them like continue over the next part. I got here kill switches, like the play and stop or kill switches for the effects. One is the kill switch for all of the effects on the synth. The other one is the kill switch for all of the other effects. Speaking of the other effects, I got here an Akai APC 40, the old version, which is actually way more like, it's way nicer. The build quality is way better. But let me just play the synth. I have like multiple effects on here. And can just kill all of them again. It's like a delay, a reverb, distortion, some looping kind of stuff that is very fancy. I made it with Tornado. And then of course here channel 1 to 8 is like sounds, different sounds. And on the master I actually have like a hi-hat. Can control volume and the decay of it. That's really nice to like go from like a 16 hi-hat to a white noise. Then I got all of my clips that I can launch just in one row, or just like jumping to another section of a song. I got like a cut for the high frequencies. I can change the tempo on the fly. And all of this is run by the Air M Audio sound card. I just picked it because it was fairly inexpensive and had enough ins and outs, so I can just use everything. 2 ins for the synth, another in for the Moog, more on that later. That's the newest edition. And then I can plug in a mic if I need to talk. I'm not like really, like that's not my thing, talking to the mic and making people jump from left to right. But just in case something happens, or I just want to say hi or whatever, I can use it. And then over here we got the Arturia Beat Step, which I absolutely love, except for one thing. It's really hard to make it sync with Ableton and not drift around. But on channel 4, all the drums are set up, so I can delete everything. I can now choose the kick. And play in drums, just jam them to already recorded parts, add them on top, put a groove in, and I can switch it to sequence, which I absolutely love. And this gives me control over the little Moog, the slim fatty one. It doesn't have a keyboard, so I can control it right here. And I can also sequence in parts. That's really nice. Just like a 16 sub bass line. I can now add the drums. Very straightforward, very simple, but it works. It actually works. Like this took me like 4 or 5 months to figure everything out. So I basically built myself, in a way, a new instrument that lets me jam and also recreate my own songs. I wanted to have both parts in my life set up. Just recreating songs is kind of boring. It's like a cover band. I would love also to jam, especially with electronic music. It's possible. I can just have like a 16 bass line here, the drums added, then maybe an ARP on top, cut off, open, close, low cut, reverb in, all of the other effects, and then just kill it again on one and have a really nice drop. All of this is of course like using the MacBook Air M1 actually, and it's all working. No hiccups, nothing. Now I can just go in there, trigger the first part of the first song. It's working. Like I can recreate a song. I could now do the same with just like jamming a song. So let's maybe start with the kick. Here, right there, kick is working. I can now low cut. Let's put the bass in. It all works. I can jam, I can play. It's now all about the fine tuning and like dialing in things, program changes. So if I flip through another song, that the presets automatically change. Because I only want to do on stage stuff that actually changes the sound. I don't want to flick through presets. I don't want to have to press anything that has to do with the technical side of things. Also the sidechain, for example, on the bass line. Let's see. Like in the first clip, the sidechain is not on. But in the second one, it is. So that's programmed into the MIDI, into the automation. So every clip can have a plugin on or off. So I don't need to take care of that. That would be like technical stuff. I don't want to mix on stage. I just want to perform, play it like an instrument. Like also your guitar, you tune it before you play and then you just play. You don't change like the strings while you're playing. This should be all pre-set up in a way. So I can just fly through everything and just make music. There's of course one additional thing I haven't talked about yet, and that is the light show. Behind me is a screen. Down there is like a projector, like a short throw projector. Projects on here, makes really nice visuals, and all of these visuals are linked to whatever I do here. So I control the music. By controlling the music, I also control the visuals. Still at a very early stage, like the visuals aren't the perfect ones, just like stuff randomly we found online. Not everything is mapped. The Moog and the beat step aren't mapped yet. All of these knobs and faders also here are linked to visuals. So let me give you a quick demo. A quick demo of everything working together. So yeah, that's the entire live setup. Wait, let me bring it back down to something more normal, less flashy. Yeah, it works. Everything is working. I'm really happy about how everything is working and that it's actually working. I can't wait to showcase it to people. I can't wait to play it in front of people. I can't wait to be out there, carry all this nasty stuff around with me. And that's probably the most annoying about a live setup. But like the freedom it gives me to make music on the fly in front of people is just amazing. Love it. It's way more fun than DJing. Not saying that DJing can't be fun, but this right here is more fun. There is more craft to it. There is more that can go wrong, which I actually like. Like the thrill is a part of making live so exciting. And also if something fails a little, it's part of the experience. It's part of not going to a concert and every time it's the same, just a playback. This right here is half recreated music, half jam music. And let's see how this goes in the future. There is more to the live setup that I unfortunately can't share. We had to program some stuff just for this setup to make it work. There is a lot of cables going back and forth, sending MIDI here and there, but it works. It's an instrument in itself, and now I just need to train to play it, do the fine tuning, and then hopefully be out in a club soon and then showcase to like the first with audience full 1 hour live setup. Can't wait. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Let me know what you think about this. See you tomorrow back again here in the studio.